Yo, what's going on, everybody? Chadley here. And first of all, Merry Christmas if you guys celebrate that holiday. But otherwise, in today's Cyberpunk video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 7 things that the game does not tell you, but you guys need to know. It's really going to help you out. Usually around this time of year, a lot of people are picking up new games. So if you guys are new to Cyberpunk, this is mainly for you guys. Also, if you guys are playing Cyberpunk consistently, you guys may learn something here as well. A lot of these things that I'm going to list today would have helped me out a ton when I started, so hopefully you guys get some use out of this. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into our video. So first up is a super simple one, but it was something that I didn't know how to do for a while, and I still have seen tons of comments, people saying that they have not known you could do this. But there's actually a button you can hit to pull up this little weapon wheel right here. So you can pick from your 3 different equipped weapons, your cyberware stuff, your healing grenades, or even holstering your weapon. So if you guys are on PC, that is by default left alt. So all you got to do is hold left alt and then this wheel will show up. And then from the looks of it on console, it should be triangle on PlayStation if you hold that, and then Y on Xbox if you hold that. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a console guy. That's just what I had to look up for this, so hopefully those are the correct 2 for console. But yeah, it's super helpful because you can actually get the police called on you for having like your weapon drawn on people. So having the option to put away our gun like that is super helpful and something I really wish I would have known at the start. So the second thing the game does not tell you is that your operating system, your cyberware operating system, actually determines what you can and cannot hack. So I didn't even realize this for a very long time. It wasn't until after I switched over to one of the DOESNT operating systems and I realized I wasn't able to hack anything anymore. And that is because you actually need these cyber decks that have the device hack icons on here. So you actually start out with this guy right here. So as you can see, we have 5 device hacks and each one has a symbol corresponding to a certain device that you can hack. And then as you get better versions, you unlock more things to be able to hack. And this always confused me for the longest time. I thought I just was not finding hackable devices anymore. But this is also going to let you to do like breach protocols and things like that with the buffer sizes. So if you guys have been confused on why your hacking options went away, this would be the reason why. And in all honesty, I'm probably just going to keep this on most of the time anyways. The DOESNT, I don't really even use them too much anyways, but this I do like to hack and get some extra money and XP, and also the breach protocols, the buffer size on it is really huge as well. So the third thing that Cyberpunk does not tell you has to do with our stat page here. So I actually found this out from my friend Z Karma. He's been a Borderlands creator with me, but also he has switched over to Cyberpunk and covering that as well. He's been doing some awesome things. Definitely go check him out. But he kind of figured out this whole stat page and what affects mainly these crit chances and crit damage things. So as we can see right here, I have a 51 crit chance, and what that is actually going to do is give me a base 51 crit chance. But when I have a weapon that has its own crit chance, this is added to that. So for me, with that 51%, I do not need weapons with higher than 49% crit chance. It will end up just kind of going to waste. That is the bare minimum I need to crit every single attack. So as we can see right here, every weapon that I have is going to crit every single time. So if you guys do have an amount higher than that, you don't need to waste your mod slots on like crit chances or anything like that. So that should definitely help you guys out a ton with figuring out your stat page. Now, the next thing that the game does not tell you is that your crit damage clothing mods and also crit chance clothing mods do not stack, even though my apparel right here says that it all gets boosted together. Because if we look at each individual one, we got 30% fully mods here, so in total we get 90% there. This is not actually the case. You're only going to get 1 benefit in total out of all of your clothing mods. So if I had crit damage on every single slot on all of my clothing here, I'd only get the benefit of 1. You can test this out by equipping multiple and watching your stats change between each time, and they will not change each time you put one on. It's only going to be for the first versions. The ones you can stack, though, would be the armadillo mod. So the armor ones, you can put these together and your armor stat right here will go up. Now, I'm fairly certain these not stacking properly is a bug because the armor themselves do update the values, but then in practicality, it doesn't actually do that. So I really am praying it's a bug. I don't know when we would see a fix for that, as they do have a lot on their plate fixing a bunch of the other stuff. But I'm praying one day we will see a fix, and it will be really, really helpful to just load up those crit damages. Now, the fifth thing that the game does not tell you is when you guys go to respec with the progression shard here from the Ripper Docs for $100,000, this activates immediately. I have seen several people in my comment sections saying that they bought this to use it later, and it actually gets used right away. So if you guys did not know that, make sure you know that, because that is $100,000 and also time just respecking, trying to remember exactly what you did or what you want to do. So just keep that in mind. So the sixth thing that the game does not tell you is going to be super useful for melee builds, and that is in the blade skill tree, the offensive defense skill. This actually applies to strong attacks as well. So as you guys can see, I have respect here. I have all my perk points available. So we're going to go ahead and see what our damage numbers are doing strong attacks without this, and then we will put some points in here and see how that compares. So we're just going to test it on this person right here. So all I got to do is charge up my strong attacks here, and we did about 7,400 right there with that crit. And then now if we spec into offensive defense, we're going to throw 2 points in there. So we have defensive attacks with blades dealing 300% more damage. We're going to go ahead and attack the same enemy the same way. I'm just going to charge this up, and boom, 29,000 damage. So you guys are definitely going to want to pick that skill up if you guys are doing any sort of melee build. And now the final thing that the game does not tell you is that when you guys have the Dagger Dealer perk here in the stealth tree where it lets you throw your knives, you lose the knife that you throw. So in case you guys have the one iconic knife in the game, if you throw it, you're never going to get it back. So just to show you guys, I'm spec'd into that right here. And then all I'm going to do is go ahead and pull out my knife here. And then we're going to get this thing ready, and we're going to throw it. And we no longer have a knife. I have a couple spare ones that I have picked up, but my legendary one that I was using right there is now gone. So definitely do not spec that skill. The only way I'd really spec that skill, if you guys just have a bunch of throwaway knives, like some purples and blues that you don't put any mods on or put any components into for upgrading or anything like that, and you want to throw them that way, then you could easily do that. But if you guys have any knives that you want to hold on to, do not spec that perk. Yeah, guys, that's my list of 7 things that the game does not tell you that you guys really need to know. Hopefully you did find it helpful. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like on the video. Really helps me out. Also consider subscribing for more Cyberpunk content. Hopefully I'll catch you guys over on Twitch. We stream almost every single night right around 8 p.m. Eastern time. But I hope you all have a fantastic day. Also, Merry Christmas once again if you guys celebrate, and I will catch you all in the next video. See ya.